Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to my October workshop a day early. So let me get over to comments for a minute. And yeah, hopefully people remember that I had to switch it to Wednesday this week. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm normally here on Thursday nights live, but we're going to go see Queen tomorrow. So I had to switch it up tonight. So Wednesday it is, but that's not normal. Hey, Deb. Awesome. So I'm assuming you can hear me and everything's good. I think it's good on my end. So yeah, I'm Tony Tesler, ToniStamps. That's me. So if you're new, again, welcome. Hit the like button, the subscribe, the follow. Hey, Jamie Gibbs, I thought you had pool tonight. Or are you watching from pool? So, yeah, likes, follows, subscribes, whatever you have to do, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. And then you'll get notified of when I'm going to be here, which is usually every Thursday, except for tonight. So, okay, a couple of announcements, and then we're going to get into it. The Trucking Along bundle. I know I've said this. I've posted it. I just need to remind everybody. If you want it, it's back in stock. Who knows how long. So if you want it, I would get it because several people were encouraging their customers to get, I think, the stamp set. Yeah, we were waiting on the punch. So they were encouraging their people to get the stamp set while they could and then get the punch later. So, hey, Di. Hey, Sean. So they may be, burning up the order forms, getting all the punches now. I don't know. It's not on any inventory list as far as low inventory or short or anything, but who knows? It's an online exclusive. No guarantee they'll get it back in stock. If you want it, I would get it. One thing that is out, the ghosts and bats, those glow in the dark pieces, gone. So they were, the paper is on back order until the beginning of November, which doesn't really work for Halloween. But now the ghosts and the bats, those cute little things, are completely out, and they're not getting them. They're not getting any more. All right. So let's talk about real quick this offer. So a lot of things going on with Stampin' Up, a lot of offers, a lot of new stuff. I'm only going to talk about the sign up bonus for now. I'm going to send an email out with the other things, but we got to get to it. So for the month of October, this is good through the 3rd of October through the 31st of October. They're offering 2 different sign up packages. So this is, consider yourself, if you want to be just a bargain shopper or discount shopper, you don't have to ever buy anything else after you buy the starter kit. So if you like free stuff, this is for you. So since it's the 35th anniversary, they're coming out with these with even more offers like this, like throughout the year. But I think this might be the last one. So you can choose to get either 35% off your starter kit, which normally the starter kit is $99. They pay the shipping, you only pay tax, and you pick out $125 worth of stuff. So that's a normal starter kit no matter what. So the 35% off is you only pay $64.35 plus tax, and then you still pick $125 in free stuff. So that's like almost double in free stuff. Or you can go the pink route and get more stuff. So for 35% more, or you choose 35% more, you still pay the $99, which is the regular rate for the starter kit plus your tax, but you get to pick $168.75 in free stuff. So 2 different things. You don't even have to buy anything ever again. If you want to get the free stuff, you sign up, you get the free stuff, and then that's that. There's never any pressure. There's never any, you have to meet these deadlines or you're out. Like, so what? If you decide you're not going to stick with it, like, it's fine. Otherwise, if you want to, you can get 20% off your stuff. But it's all about if you want to get some free stuff. So think about it. If your holiday list is really long, like, might be a good time. All right. So, hi, Marlene. Tonight. So, upon suggestion by Jamie Gibbs, she asked, like, why don't you do something for breast cancer awareness? And I was like, I think I'm going to rearrange some stuff because I've wanted to do that for a bunch of years. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing Think Pink. This is for breast cancer awareness. Not that we're donating anything or, having a fundraiser or anything. It's just giving you guys ideas to send cards to tell people you're thinking of them, or, hello, or, do you need anything? Like, what can we do for people that are going through this? Well, we can be there for them. Send them emails. Cards are still nice to get, right? Texts are nice. Cards are still good. Just be there for people to support them, have them a little message, take their mind off things. It's important, right? So tonight, everything we're doing is pink. If you are not a fan of pink, you can just change the color. You don't have to. Well, you're not going to change the color because the workshop, you're going to get the kit that's cut. So I guess you're really going to have to like pink. But let's get down to it, and I'll tell you what our workshop. So we're blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're making a couple of cards and then a little box. But just a couple of things. So I got this card in the mail from Leslie, and I love it. So I love a white on white or vanilla on vanilla, and then adding just a little bit of color. So you're only using a little strip of designer paper, but it's effective, right? It makes your eye go right there. I love it. And then these little stars. Use your embellishments, ladies. I love it. Oh, hi, Nancy. Oh, you can see who's on Facebook, right? I can't see unless they comment. All right. So I love it. Thanks. Then I want to show you, Sue tricked me into making this card on Sunday and Monday. So she does different things, a lot of fun folds, but a lot of, this one was challenging. So she doesn't do always fun folds, but a lot. So every Friday she does her different things. Well, this one was called a top fold, fan fold, I think. And Sue, if you're here, you'll have to correct me on that. But so this is a belly band, and her page is Cruising Through Ink, and I'll share this on my sharing group once I get ready to post on my blog. But she did something with pumpkins, and what was her original one? I can't even remember now. Like, I was so traumatized by this because this is a whole bunch of stuff. This is something that I told her I'll never make another one again. This was a one and done. But we've got a belly band. And I decided I'm sending this to my friend's son, Baxter. So Monica, if you're watching, this is how you get it off. You're going to get this in the mail. This belly band just fits right on here. All right. So you'll just pull it off so that you can open it. And it reminded me of him because they were here in DC this summer, and we went to the Space Museum. I mean, we didn't go together, but he went with Monica earlier. So anyway, so we open it up. Here's our planet, and I've got his name on there with the hologram. And then I've got just a bunch of circles. Yeah, Merry and Bright. That's what it was, Sean. Yeah, with the light bulbs. How could I forget? Oh, my God. So I've just got, some details and then different size circles. Some I embossed. These are not meant to be like to scale, like the real planets or anything. I just wanted different circles. So I've got one. This is the berry foil, then a green, orange, just because I like them. And then I added this spaceship. So interesting. The link will be coming probably this weekend, and I will link to her video because if you want to give it a try, go for it. This is the only one I'm going to make. All right. So our workshop tonight, we're doing all, Think Pink so we can send greetings to our friends. Now, how do you get this kit? So this code that is right here, notice it only goes through the end of, it goes through the 30th because I can only keep these open 30 days. So not Halloween. So it's going to cut off that Monday, October 30th. If you put an order in and using this code, $50 order is going to get you the make and take kit. Like all the paper pieces, everything pre-cut, scored, in envelopes, ready for you to create these things. You're just going to need your own inks and stamps. And if you don't have the same stuff I'm using, you just change it, right? Use a different color, use a different word, whatever. If you bump it up to a $75 or more order, you're going to get this plus a pack of Iridescent Pearls. We're going to be using these on some of the projects. And you're going to get I bought these like 4 years ago to take to a crop, and then that never happened. So you're going to get one of these cute, they're different breast cancer awareness socks. Now they're all like shoe size 4 through 10. I think that covers just about everybody. But you're going to get a random pair of, because I have a whole bunch of these. So I can finally use them. They've been in my dining room for over 3 years. Okay. So gonna get that and the festive pearls. So let's get to it. This is our pile of stuff. And we're gonna do our first card. So we're gonna do 3 cards in a box. So we have got Berry Burst as our color base. And for this one, I'm gonna use these colors. Berry Burst, Flirty Flamingo, and Lemon Lime Twist. So this is Berry Burst. If you want to change out these colors, you totally can. And if you don't like that, you could use maybe a lighter pink, but you'll see how we're going to use that. So Berry Burst, 5.5 by 8.5, scored in half at 4 1/4. And that's going to go that way. Then we've got Basic White, 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside. And I'll tell you, I mean, sending cards, whether somebody's going through some kind of cancer, or their family, like we had last year, sometimes you don't want to text, you don't want to talk, but you send somebody a card and write them a message. It's nice. They still know you're thinking about them. They can reach out if they want to on their own time. I think the power of cards is pretty compelling. Then we've got watercolor paper. And this, I believe, is, I'm getting this all over me, 3 3/4 by 5. I wanted kind of a wide border. Yep, 3 3/4 by 5. And that is going to go there. Then we have this foil bit. So this is from the Artistic Expressions dies. And did I get them? Yep, right here. So I was going to use this big leafy bit. But then I thought, I always use that. I've never really used this part. And I've had this thing for like 3 years, like as far as classes or anything. So we're doing this. We're going to use that. And what I've cut this from is this self-adhesive glitter paper. This is in the holiday catalog. Or no, it's an online exclusive. So it's a piece each, 12 by 12, silver and gold in the same pack. And I think it's $6. I'm not sure. I'd have to look up the number. But the cool part is self-adhesive, right? So you don't have to worry about trying to get in and out of these little delicate bits. Now yours, you're going to have to poke through all this. I need a piece of scratch paper here to catch all my, let me just use this next one. So I'm going to poke through all this. You're not going to have any trouble poking this out, all right? Because I'm going to use my my chrome plate. So everything comes out very easily. I just don't have time to sit here and do this whole thing for everybody. So let's get this out. And what we're going to, let's talk about things that Tony messed up this week or last week. So if you got the One Horse Open Sleigh, the 5 by 7 card class, I sent an email out, I think yesterday or this morning. I can't remember now. But I had got a few emails asking me like, oh, I think I got extras in my kit. Well, yeah, it was supposed to be 8 cards, 1 of each, because I had 8 different designs. Well, for some reason, I cut 2 of each for everybody and sent them out. Didn't think anything of it. Then when I, was weighing them for mailing, I wondered why it was so heavy and the postage was over what I expected. It didn't occur to me till people started saying something. And I was like, oh my God, I sent double the card kits than I was supposed to. So if you got it or you haven't got your package yet, congratulations. You got a whole extra set of card kits. The paper was only, the designer paper, you still only got the quarter pack of that. But as far as the card kits, I mean, you can use them for, with something else. So that was interesting. But then it made sense later. Like, oh yeah, that did take me extra long to cut stuff. And I don't know why. I just had it in my brain that I needed that. So, duh. All right, so we've got this silver And we're just going to peel this off when I'm ready to stick it on there. And I may still add some glue. Now, to get color on here, you can do a lot of different things with this. I want to hang this like, I think I want it this way. So some's going to hang off the sides. You can color this, stick it on, and then color in through the lines, like through the glitter paper. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is like some abstract coloring. So we're going to do wet on wet. Since this is watercolor paper, I'm going to like color this area roughly with ink, like behind that flower. That I'm going to do in the berry burst. Then I'm going to come over here to this rose and do the fleur de flamingo. So let's see. I need a couple of blocks for my ink palettes. Get these. And you're going to need an aqua painter, or what do they call it? Water brushes or something. So I've got two different ones. You really only need one. You could also take a regular paintbrush and water, like regular, watercoloring. You're going to need some paper towels. And I'm going to heat dry this with my little tiny heater thing in a minute, like as I go through each area, but you could let it sit overnight if you wanted. Actually, let's put my pin back in my glue for now, because we're not going to need that for a minute. Okay. So I want to wet on wet. The ink spreads around quite a bit more. Let's do the berry burst. So I'm going to get this ink. So that's my ink palette. And I want like kind of in this area. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And if it comes out of the lines, like doesn't matter. We just want abstract. So I want to take my aqua painter and wet this area. All right, so that's wet. Wet, wet, wet. Then I want to come over here, and you can paint it, you can touch it. Just add that color in. Now see, it's only going to go until the lines like the water. So it's not really going to spread out. And I like that enough. So let's hold it over. So we're going to see that behind there. Actually, let's do a little bit more right here. All right. Now, if I don't like that, you know what? I can do some spots on it later. All right, so I'm just running this to get it clear. But I think I'm done with that. Let's heat it up. So my little heat it tool. So this is just like a little blow dryer. And hopefully you can hear me over this. The reason I'm drying it is because I don't want my colors to mix. Because next I want to come over in this area. So I want all this water to be dried up. At least good enough that it's not gonna, I mean, if it mixes a little, it's not gonna be the end of the world. All right, so kind of like hovering over here. So now I want this area, and I want to put Fleur de Flamingo. And I'm gonna go a little bit further out than before. So I want to get that wet, ink up, get some Fleur de Flamingo going on. All right, let's add more water, and then come in here and just add our color. So if you didn't like this, like if you don't like this abstract business, you could just color it. You could even take a marker and just scribble the color right in the area where it's going to be under that flower. Again, cleaning. Did I have anything else? There's some little swirls here. But this, I'm going to put green, green. Actually, this little swirl. Let's heat this up, and I'm going to think. I might put another shade of pink there. Maybe bubble bath. Like an even lighter pink. All right, that's good enough. Let's get bubble bath. I had that out for another one anyway, another project. Okay, so you see where I'm going, that this little swirly thing right there. So let's just put water right here. And some of that bubble bath that is really a lot lighter, but it'll be fine. We're going to be able to see through it. All right, same thing. I need to heat this up. So this makes it go a lot quicker using the heat thing. Now I used a lot of color. You'll see a lot of people that are better at watercoloring than me. They use a lot more water and they get a lot more movement with their colors. I guess it's more like practice. Practice makes perfect. All right, and then I wanted the lemon lime twist, right? I need another block. And then I'm gonna have to make a pile of these dirty blocks so I don't get it everywhere else. Sean, you have to lay down? Okay, I will catch you later. All right, so now I want to add like wherever the greenery is. So I'm going to go here, here, and kind of over here. So more water, water. And see that? We can touch and then it'll go. It spreads out like wherever the water catches it. I like that. I really like that. Okay, I'm going to go with this. So let me clean this. And I'm not done with the watercoloring brushes. But I am done with these ink colors. So let me just wipe these off. Make a pile. So at least they'll be out of my way and hopefully not on me. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have kept the bubble bath one. So I think I'm going to use that. Okay. Another paper towel just in case. Yeah, I'm going to do bubble bath on the next card too. So these ones can go somewhere else. All right, let's heat this up. See all that movement from that green on the water right there? If you wanted, you could tilt it until it leaks out. I just want to dry it. And this isn't as hot as an embossing gun, by the way. Man, I don't think I want to wait till this is done. Oh, I like it though. See how we're getting some lines in there? That's neat. That's probably the best spot. I really like that. Okay, all dry. Now see here where we got some mixing of the green and the pink. That's neat how you see some yellow. That comes from the green. Very interesting. Okay, so now all we have to do is we're going to glue this on. See, like right behind. I love it. So we're just going to peel this off. All right, remember that's self-adhesive. And I am going to add a few dots of glue just to some of the bigger spots because this is watercolor paper, which is, it just doesn't grab the same like the adhesive. Plus these are so thin. This die cut, you know, if you had thicker pieces, I would trust it more, but nah. So I'm just adding a little bit of dots of glue. All right, that's good enough. And then let's put this right about there. Now remember I said I'm okay with it hanging off the edge. But it seems like I didn't get it I got it a little bit lower. No, I don't like it that way. All right, I'm just gonna have to deal with it, right? All right, so this is gonna get popped up here. Ooh, I love it. And then our greeting. So I cut this bit from the Quiet Meadows dies, and then I'm bringing in my favorite, Go-To Greetings. Now I'm gonna stamp this in black. At first I thought, oh, let's do it in the Berry Burst, but everybody might not have Berry Burst, so we're gonna go with Catherine Pooler Midnight and Thinking of You. Obviously you can, whatever will fit in here. Actually, I need to bring this a little closer to my face so I can try to get it even. Nailed it. Toot toot. All right, let me, where's my scratch? Now, I'm not going to clean this off just yet because I think I'm going to use it again. No, actually, let me get rid of it. Let me clean it. Because if I decide not to, then I don't want that black ink on my stamps forever. Yeah, Jamie, nailed it. All right, we got that. Now this, I want this whole thing popped up. So we're going to get some foam tape and my anti-sticky scissors. And I am popping this whole thing up. And I'm going to go like, just run it down here. Now this is the Stampin' Up! Watercolor paper. Let's just say it's not my favorite. I have it. I like other stuff better. There is Canon. I have two different brands. I mean, it's Canon. They're the same brand. But like one's a yellow pack, one's a blue pack. And frankly, the only way I can tell a difference is one looks smoother than the other. But as far as performance, I really do like those better than Stampin' Ups. So just so you know. Oh, you know what? Speaking of paper that I'm not a fan of, Sue, I keep forgetting to send you that masking paper. I need to pull that out since you said you don't mind using it. All right, let's do this. And I do want to run some glue on it just so I have some wiggle room. Yeah, plus I think the Stampin' Up! Stuff is more expensive than if you buy a whole pack off Amazon. Like the Canon, I don't know how many. It's like a whole like 8x10 sheet. Oh, that glue just, all right, hold on. I just fell right on my floor. Okay. You'd think it was lava. I didn't want it touching me because this is really sticky. All right, let's get some more of this. Okay, and we're going to glue this down. That doesn't look right. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, now I can't make up my mind because it doesn't look that bad this way. All right, I guess I'm going to go for it because I really want this greeting. This seems like too much white space down here, right? Okay. All right, we're going to do this. I like it. I like it, like it. Now, I didn't want any ribbon or anything because I just like the silver. I wanted that to be kind of like front and center. Hey, Gail. Hey, Julie. You forgot that I was on tonight? Yeah, it happens. I knew some people were going to forget. And that's okay. Right? All right, now I'm going to pop this up. And then we're going to add some pearls. What happened here? Oh, I got a dimensional and then the top bit of a dimensional. Okay, so Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo. Those are the colors that we ended up with. And Lemon Lime Twist. But with the Berry Burst base, you should be able to, do a lot of different pinks. All right, Ooh, yeah, I like it. And then we're going to add some pearls. Now these festive pearls are 2 different sizes. Yep. So we're just going to add a couple of these. Let's do 1, 2, and then 1 over here. We'll do a big one right there. Oops, come on. And then we'll do another big one here, and then a little one. So that's our first Think Pink project. Did Sue get on? I thought, oh, you know what? I forgot. She said surgery went well. I don't think she is then, because she would have answered me. I did ask her a question. Hey, Denise. So maybe she's not on yet. She probably forgot that I had to switch to Wednesday too. It's not my normal. I get it. All right, let's do that. So that's our first one with the watercoloring and the wet on wet. I like it. All right, number 2, we've got Melon Mambo. Now this time, we're gonna do a different, still wet on wet, but we're still gonna use the watercolor paper in a different way. So Melon Mambo, 5.5 by 8.5. And where's my thing? And then we've got, you'll get in your kit, we've got the basic white for the inside, 4 by 5.25. Oh, did anybody see that the basic white cardstock is out until like October 16th or something like that? So maybe 2 weeks, a week and a half, something like that. I've never seen them run out of basic white cardstock. That's all I'm saying. It just seems strange. All right, now this one I want to go to landscape. You're also going to get, this is a 1/4 sheet of Melon Mambo, and I've die cut all the trees that go with this Forever Forest. So that was my original plan, was this workshop was going to be all about trees and using the different tree sets that I had. But I like that I can change this one to pink. So here's the die set that comes with it. We've got an outliney and then all these detailed trees and then some mountains and I guess these are rocks, but I love it. So we've got all these bits cut out to use. All right, and I don't know that I'm going to use them all, but we're going to have that option. All right, then same thing. We've got watercolor paper again, 3 3/4 by 5. And then we've got a piece of white that you're going to hand cut your greeting out of, okay, or die cut or punch out, whatever. So we will do first, we're going to stamp these bigger trees in. Let's put all this to the side. Get this. So I want to do bubble bath, and we're going to stamp some of these lines like right there. And then let's do one like right here. Just for, actually, you know what? Nope, we're going to do it right here. That's it. So again, I'm going to do wet on wet. This time I'm going to spray it with a water bottle. So I've got my little spritzer that, I don't know, I got these years ago. Hey, Sue, that's what we were just saying that you probably forgot, but you were busy with Lonnie anyway. So you missed the first card, watercoloring and just like abstract watercoloring, and then putting that die cut on top. So we're doing all things pink for some breast cancer awareness things. Sorry, needed a drink. All right, now I need, let's put some paper towels down because I'm going to have to spray this whole thing. I don't want to get my area too jacked up. All right, so let's do this. Now we're going to stamp. I need a bigger block. So this is going to be a pink on pink. So like a lot of pink. We're going to have a lighter pink background. And then we're going to add our die cuts. So bubble bath. If you don't have bubble bath, use some other light pink. Ooh, that's really shaking the table when I bang it like that. All right, bubble bath. Now we're going to take our spray bottle, and you really want to get this pretty wet. I mean, can you see how wet I've got it? Like, it's pretty It's going to be pretty drippy. Then we take our inked up bit and let's just stamp it right down. And I'm going to hold it there for a minute, but then I'm going to lift it and we're going to like tilt a little bit and hopefully we can get some movement. All right. Ooh, I like it. So, that's just an outline and looks like we're not going to get movement because I left it in there too long, but I like it. So let's go down here again, get some lighter bits. So this is just for a background anyway. Let's just do that. And then we'll put another one right there. Now, when this dries, it's going to look a little bit more like the actual tree shape. So don't you worry. But with all that water, that's just like a nice watercolory background. Now I'm going to bring in my hairdryer again because that's all I'm doing to this. Then we're going to put our die cuts on top. So let's get this dried up. And, you know, really, I think I'm going to re-stamp it over top, too. Di, you found some vanilla cardstock? Nice. It's always a happy find. Yeah, I really got this drenched, which is fine. Okay. Let's see if that'll work. So this is my plan, was to add whatever trees I want. I can take this paper towel away to our watercolory background. So you're going to get this whole sheet die cut. Now, if you're going to make this at home and you don't have these, obviously, whatever trees you have. And where is my little pokey thing? Here we go. Gonna get these little bits out. I could have done this last night. Okay, that's only a little bit. I definitely want this big one. So I'm just gonna hold them up here and we're gonna see if I wanna restamp those trees. But I'm liking the, just like the rough watercolory shape of them. And obviously if you're gonna do this in greens or something more realistic, it'll look more like trees, but you know me, I like the non-traditional colors. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to restamp it just to at least one shade lighter to make it less blobby. All right, which one? I think I need at least 3. Yeah, let's go with these. 3. Might as well make it an even or an odd number, 5. All right, and then we'll have a little one for the inside. How about that? Teeny tiny. Okay, trash. All right, so now that it's dried up, it's not looking as tree-ish as I liked, so that's fine. We're going to come back. And I'm going to go right on top. I'm not going to hold it down too long, though. Well, I still get the watercolor background here, which is what I wanted. And I'm leaving these because I just wanted it to be like shadowy of trees. So, good enough. Okay. So, same thing. We're going to glue our trees on, add a greeting, pop this up. Yeah, I like that. Gail did a really cool watercoloring with this tree a couple weeks ago on one of her videos where she stamped it and then took the aqua painter and like gave it a watercolor, a water wash rather, and then it looked more watercolory. I liked it. All right, this. I'm just going to go straight down. Another reason that Stampin' Up! Is not my favorite watercolor paper is it's kind of got an ivory tint to it, where some of the other ones I have from Canon are whiter. All right, let's do that. It's just I don't always want that vanilla-ish look. All right, and then go here. We're going to overlap these a little. Nice. Now the fact that some of the branches are poking up, that's totally fine. But you know what? I want this teeny little one right there, little baby tree, and then we'll put that other one on the inside. Okay. I like it. But see the difference between the Whisper White and the watercolor paper? Like, this really does look vanilla-ish. I might should swap this out for yours and make it vanilla so that it'll look nicer. All right, so greeting bit. So again, I'm going to do black ink. If you wanted to gold emboss something, you could do that. And actually, I want something a little bigger. So I still want my go-to greetings. But this time I'm going to go with the medium size, thinking of you. And then I'll just hand cut it. All right, so let's do that. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to use this block for something, and nope, that didn't happen. So sometimes I don't always follow my notes, in case you've not noticed that, and then things turn out different than I planned. But that's okay. All right, let's get this out of the way. I want to clean this off. Okay, so let's do, and I am going to rip the ends of this just because I'm a fan. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to get vanilla. Because to make this, it really looks vanilla. To make this stand out less, now I'm going to add some ink blending in Melon Mambo to the edges of this, just to make it less stark. All right, so let's come in. Whoa. Way too much ink. All right. Nope, that one is a goner. All right, we're doing that over. That was just way too much. All right, redo. Everybody gets redos, right? Okay. And it's not like it's gonna take me all night. All right, trimming. I do still want it trimmed a little close. And rip, and rip. See how fast that went. All right, this time, let's see. Yep, all right, I have just enough ink. Much better. Because I want to break up that white, but that first one was just plain dumb. Excessive. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, Melon Mambo. And I will have to clean that off later. I will wipe it on my chamois rag. Okay, same thing. We're going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to glue this down flat. And this time I'm going to use this glue, the Tombow. But I'm going to pop that greeting up. And gonna have to hold this down for a minute and wipe that off. Oh, I see the glue seeping out everywhere. All right, like down here. Ugh. There's my paper towel. Oh my God. I hate getting this combo glue on me because it is so sticky. All right, let me hold this for a minute. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, that'll be fine. And then we're gonna pop this up. And change the greeting if you wanna change these cards out for whatever theme you want. But thinking of you or hello always works. Even if you don't know what to say, like to somebody that's going through something, like just, I was thinking about you. All right. Vanilla is going to make me like this better. But for now, I'm going to put this on the inside, and then we're going to add some pearls. And I will be happy. Okay. I like the idea. I just don't like how this looks. Like that really, maybe in camera it doesn't look as bad, but in real life, this needs to be vanilla. So live and learn. All right, let's put some pearls on because I'm still going to use this card no matter what. All right, let's add, 1, 2, 3. I can add one right there and boop, right there. All right. Where'd my thing go? Here we go. We'll do a big one. Oh, that looks stupid now that I see it. That landed right in the middle of the tree. All right, little ones, and then another little one right there. Okay. I love the pearls, though. Definitely. So I've got 5 of them on there. Brush. Does that brush... Let me interpret your question, Di. Brush, not brew have. Does that brew have brister sponge? What? This is your talk to text, isn't it? Right? Are you saying, is this a sponge or bristles? Because it's bristles. Yeah, I don't want to like put my finger on it too much, but see, yeah, they're bristles. I just have to clean it on like, what is that thing called? Like the rag that I just wash it. It grabs up everything. I can't think of the word. So, thanks, Sue. All right, so that's number 2. Hopefully that's what you were saying, Di, was bristles or brush. All right, number 3. Let me turn my page. Number 3. So this one's going to be a faux step card. Now, I've done these before, but this time I found some different measurements. And we're going to do Moody Mauve and Pebbled Pass. So this is still pink to me. Tony, don't be so hard on yourself. Yes, that's what you're asking. Okay. That's your text thing is just funny. It's kind of like autocorrect, like God. All right, so we're going to do, these are different measurements. So our base piece is 4 1/4 by 9. And I've got it scored at 1 1/4. Then I flip it over and I scored it 2 1/2. And then flip it over again and score it 5 3/4. Because when I score, so like this is the gully, I like to fold it down. So we bury the bump. All right, so that, and then this one will get folded up. And then this one. And this one's really about die cuts. All you're going to do is stamp a greeting. So this is going to be our base. Let me actually sit it this way so you can see. Microfiber cloth. That is exactly it, Marlene. That thing. All right, so that's going to be our Moody Mauve base. Then we've got, this is where it gets interesting because I've never done it this size before. This is 2.5 by 11, and then it's scored in half at 5.5. All right, so this is going to go right over here when we're done. So this is the faux part. This just looks crazy, but allegedly it's going to fit in an envelope. Let's see if it's the same size. Like, I just pulled these off the other day. Yep, so that's going to be the same. It'll fit in an envelope, a medium envelope. Okay, so 2.5 by 11 for this. Then I've got two pieces. This one is 1 by 4, and I embossed it with the dots that's on the basics. I call it basics number 2, I think. And that's going to go right here. And actually, let's just glue that down. If you wanted to make this on your own, you could use designer paper for this. I just wanted 2 different textures on here. So I've got that. Then I've got this piece that is 2.25 by 5.25. So this is going to glue right on. And this is with the new brick folder, which I always can't make up my mind. Is like this the right side or this? Because the bricks are facing up. But I'm going to go the other way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want. But I always thought, yeah, the bricks should be facing up. Right? All right. Is this centered-ish? Yeah. Okay. Then I've got 2 pieces, white and designer paper. Both of these are 3 by 4. This is actually the back. This is from the Fresh as a Daisy paper. So we're going to put this right here. And if you don't have this, there's a piece in the folly, not really folly, but the one with a lot of textures in it. I can't, Elegant Earthens or Earthens Textures or something. That pack has a sheet that has a Moody Mauve print too, if you're going to make this. All right, so that's that. And then this piece will get glued on the back once we're ready. So now we just have to glue this on. So this opens up. This is the faux part, right? So this will be it on its side. We're going to glue this on here and then on the back. And then we've got our faux step card. So, hey, Carol. So if it's in the center, we can put it wherever we want. It can be a faux center step. We can move it over here, and it can be a faux side step. So, I'm thinking I like it to the side. So what I'm going to do is tap it so everything is flush with the ground. And I'm going to hold that there, lift that up, and just put glue about right here, right? That's where we're going to glue it down. Nice. Tap so everything is flush. That's good. Then I can flip it over. And then all I have to do is put glue right here. And press it down. And then I might as well add the white. So this is so you can write your message on the back. And if you don't want to do this part, that's fine. If you just want to make something as a little, it says hello on the front and they can just sit it up somewhere and look at it, that works too. All right, so that is our base. And that is sitting up like that. I like it. Then you're going to get a scrap of white, which I don't know where I put that. I'm just going to have to use this. A scrap of white for your greeting, because you're going to stamp and cut out whatever greeting you want. And then you're going to get a selection of Pebbled Path. These are the Meadows dies. So you're going to get a random 3. So there's 6 dies, and I'm going to cut a bunch of them all at the same time, and everybody's kit will get 3. So you may not get the same 3 that I'm using. Now, I like that this tall part holds the whole flower bits. Like I don't have to cut anything off. So I'm just going to arrange these on here. Let's do that. Because remember, this is the full size of our envelope, so we don't want anything hanging off the top anyway. All right, and then I'm going to do this one like kind of at an angle. I like that. And then I'm going to pop this one, at least the top of it up. That flower part. All right, what time is it? Ooh, 5 of 9. Yikes. Ah! I would hope Dave realizes by now that I've been running a little over an hour on these. Especially when it's like my first of the month, workshop. It seems to take a little bit longer. All right, now this, I like it. So I want to pop just this part up. And we might need some mini dimensionals for this one. Let's see, is that gonna fit? Ugh, just barely. All right, let's go. I could always trim these. You know what? I'm gonna cut this in half because it's still just a wee bit too big. All right, let's do that. And will it fit here? There. That's gonna do it. Okay, let's do some glue down here. So we're gluing the end flat. I just want this flowery part to stick up a little bit. Okay. Oh, I'm losing it. Get that peeled off. I love these dies. Okay. I like it. Now see how this pops up? I don't care. I love it. I really like that. All right, now greeting. So again, I'm going to use go-to greeting. So the biggest one is really too big because thinking of you, like, well, that could come all the way over here. Ooh, I don't want all that white though. Because on the, the paper, I just want a little something that's going to be like right here. So I'm going to go with the one that I still have that's dirty. This one. All right, thinking of you. And actually I can clean this now because I know I am finished with it. Yeah, any greeting you want, right? And if you wanted to, if you have a die cut that you want to cut yours out with, that works too. I'm okay with just cutting it. All right. Ugh, I like it. And again, if ripping is not your thing, oh, that I love. So I'm going to have it so it hangs above this edge a little bit. So I'm going to put dimensionals like right along the bottom, and actually let's do this whole line right along the bottom. Okay. And then flip it so like we'll do some here, 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 like put the puzzle back together because I really want this to stay attached. Oh, I love this. So if you're going to make this on your own, if you don't have Moody Mauve, whatever pink you have, just use some, get some different texture in there. That's why I wanted the 2 different embossing folders. If I had maybe a different piece of designer paper to put there, so you'd have designer paper and designer paper, as long as they're different, Hi, Barbara. Just to mix it up, All right, let's put that, and I do want it off to the side. Oh, I love it. All right, let's put some pearls on. Let's do like right here. Yeah, I like it. I wasn't sure I was gonna like this actual fold as much just because I've not done these measurements, and I do like it. I just kept thinking it was going to be too tall, and it does look tall, but it fits. This would be a good one if you had like a giraffe stamp or something tall, maybe palm trees, something. I love it. All right, so that's our, this is going to be our faux side step, only because I glued it to the side. All right, so that's our number 3. Now, number 4. So next week, I'm doing the whole week using the Trucking Along bundle. I had that planned for the 19th when it was supposed to come in, and then it's here early. But we're also going to use it on this next one. So any truck set that you have, we're going to make a little box because sometimes you may want to send, excuse me, your friend a little treat. So I love this size box. We're going to use one whole sheet of paper. All right. And then you're going to have, I decided not a pink tag, a white tag, and then some scraps of white and bubble bath so we can do our truck. So 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We're going to get a box top and bottom out of this. So we want to first cut it in half at 5.5. All right. So let's do that. 5. Oh, everything is getting knocked over. All right, 5.5. 5.5 by 8.5. This is going to be the top of our box. All right, so I'm going to set that here. The bottom, we haven't made a 2-piece box in a long time. So reminder, your bottom has to be a smidge smaller than your top. So I'm going to take 1/16 off. All right, so 5.5, then back it down to 5 and I guess that's 7/16, right? So we're going to take that, cut. We're just cutting this tiny, tiny little sliver. All right. Then we're going to turn it and the same thing. So this is an 8.5. So back it down 1/16. All right. And that's that. So that's all and that's a little smidge we cut off. So that's going to be our bottom. Now we're going to score these all at, we just have to decide what we want. I was thinking 1 inch. It just has to be the same. So 1 inch is still going to be a pretty big box. So let's do 1.5 inches. So let's do 1.5, turn our paper, 1.5, turn our paper, 1.5, turn, 1.5. So that's still going to be a decent size box and pretty tall. All right, now let's do the bottom or the top. This is the bottom, this is the top. All right, same measurements. 1.5, turn, 1.5. Oh, and I just realized I should have stamped this first. 1.5. Oh, well, 1.5. And I will have my blog updated with all these pictures and measurements Saturday, like late afternoon. All right, so let's hold these up just so you can see there is just a smidge difference, all right, in sizes. That may be, yeah, that'll work. All right, so top. The bigger one is the top. I wanted to use I just want some background on this. So I wanted the speckles from this Perched in a Tree. And that's all I'm using that set for. Now let's do this one. So I want my bubble bath. So I want a tone on tone look. And it's just to get some background. If you had a background stamp, you could use that. I just wanted this to not be plain. All right, let's do this. Almost done. So splotches, very easy, right? Could even go over it a couple times. There we go. That looks good enough. Now let's do our cutting and folding up of the flaps. So when we cut the flaps for the top piece, I'm going to cut these score marks, you know, like north and south. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do opposites. I'm going to cut the sides. And that's just so when the paper layers up, it'll land nice. So you'll understand in a minute. All right, so this one, this is the side of our box. So I want to cut to the left side of that score mark and then come in at an angle and then at an angle. All right, so we get that tab. This one, I'm going to cut to the right side of that score mark and straight up and then angle and then angle. All right, so our box stays flat. And then turn it around and we'll do the same thing. So to the right of this score line. And I know it might be a little hard to see because the pink, because it's light. Light colors and black is hard to see, like when you're trying to cut out the score marks. All right, now scooch that. Now let's cut this one too. So how I cut the tops, now I'm going to cut sideways. So let's bring this, and then same thing. We're going to cut to the left of the score line, and then angle and angle. Then over here to the right of the score line, angle, angle. Oops, that almost wanted to fall out. All right, so see sides, and then we'll just turn around and do the same thing. To the left of the score line, angle, and then to the right. So yeah, we're going to make a pink truck to go on the tag for this. Again, if you don't want to put a truck, put something else. Whatever you have. I don't expect that everybody has all the same stuff that I have, except for Gail. Gail has everything. All right, now let's gonna fold these, and then we're gonna glue these tabs up. Okay. And hopefully I trimmed enough off the bottom that this is gonna fit. Because I don't like, if you put a box together, like a two-piece box like this, and the bottom buckles when you try to like put the lid on the box, that means your box is too small. It's not the right size. And I don't want to have that. But we'll see. Okay. Let's do this. Just glue. Come on. I even had the pin in that. Okay. There we go. Just had to think about it. So this, dragging up this tab and the end of the box so they line up. See how I get that corner straight up and down? That's what you want. You don't want any angles. All right, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll add glue to this tab and drag it up. And this glue is great for making boxes like this. So I used to use, a long time ago, before I was a fan of glue, I used the sticky strip, the red line tape, because I thought that was the strongest thing ever. And I mean, it is strong, but it also adds bulk because of the tape itself, and it makes your boxes a little bit snugger, so you need to be more spot on with your measurements. And it's just unnecessary. And a pain to peel that stuff off and then have it get stuck to your hands, you know? All right, now this I have to turn sideways a little bit. So I want to do, doesn't matter which side you start on. This one, and again, I want to just drag it right up straight. Hold that for a minute, and then the last one, Let's get that glue in this way, however you have to reach it, and then bring it up. Okay. Nice. Now I like this box. You could make this make this be the bottom, fill it with stuff, and then if you have a cellophane bag, like a gusseted bag, you could slide it in there. That'd be an interesting little project. All right, so that's our lid. Now the bottom part, same thing. We're just going to fold up all of our things, our sides, burnish down our score marks. And then our tag is going to be pretty simple. Doesn't have to be elaborate. All right, same thing. We're going to glue our tabs and drag them up. And oops, let's do this side. Okay. And then these two. Oops. And then one more. Yeah, so I'm excited to see Queen tomorrow. We found out a couple of our other friends are going, so hopefully we run into them. But it's at the Baltimore Arena. I mean, it's a big place. Keep an eye out. Okay. I love it. I haven't made a box in a long time. All right, now, the moment of truth. Is this going to fit? Yep. Look at that. Bam. Now this one, I need to put some side holes in because the top of the box and the bottom are the same height. So I usually keep this like a little 1-inch hole punch. So I'm going to go in, and this punch in particular, these marks I think are at the halfway mark. So I just eyeball the middle of the box. There we go. Yeah, I hope we do too, Julie. They haven't come around for a long time. Like they were in Europe for a while. And I don't know if they came to DC and we just missed them, but Baltimore's closer anyway. All right, so now we've got our box. Now that is really pretty roomy. Like, look at all this stuff. You could send them a water bottle and a glue and then a little something. But yeah, it'll hold some stuff. All right, let's do this. Get my lid back on. And I like the white glittered ribbon. So this is online only. It's not in a catalog, but it's still available. And it's got the sparkles in it, which look kind of pink, right? So I like it. So you're going to get some of this. I'm just going to measure. This is like 17. I'll have to measure this so I can give you enough. Yeah, let's see what this is. Because I need to write a note down for myself too. All right, 17 and 8 is what? 25. All right, let me make a note here. 25 inches of ribbon. That seems like a lot, but it's really not. All right, let's do this. And I'm not going to tie it quite yet because I want to get our tag on there, but yeah, so that's where I'm going to tie it, and then I'll be able to make a bow. Okay, so let's do our tag. So again, any truck set you have, and I have not put ink on this. The only thing I've used is this greeting. So hopefully this works. So we're going to stamp the base of our truck in pink, and then I will do the outline in, I'm going to use Memento. And then where are the tires? Oh, right here. Okay. So I've been doing when I use mount my photopolymers, I'm putting the the tape behind it and sticking it down like you showed me. I like that, because otherwise this thing just flops around everywhere. I like it tacked down for sure. Okay, so you're going to have a white tag and a piece of white and bubble gum. So at first I was thinking, oh, we'll just punch the pieces out of the truck, right? So you don't have to stamp anything. Where's my truck punch? Oh, here we go. But then I thought, well, I'm going to give you the option. Let's just stamp it and see. We're going to stamp it on the bubble gum, though, or bubble bath. All right. Now, who has used this yet? Who has used the truck stamp? Do you think it's better to do the base first and then come in with the outline, or do the outline first? So I'm going to wait for a minute and have a drink of water, and somebody give me some input. Base first or outline first? Or does it matter? And then I need a block for my wheels. All right. Sue says, me too. Oh, look, that could be like eyeballs for a robot. And then, interesting. Sue, you don't have it? All right. Well, then Gail's the only one that I can think. I'm just going to go base first, and then we'll see. I don't think it really matters. And again, this is tone on tone. Well, not again. I didn't tell you that. Tone on tone. So we should get to see. Ooh, I like that. And then, Julie, you would do base first too. See? Good. Then I chose correctly. All right. Now we could do tone on tone again. Actually, let's do it both ways. Why not? I'm going to do, so we'll do the bubble gum base no matter what. Then we'll do this in the bubble gum or bubble bath. Why do I keep saying bubble gum? Because that's normal. All right. I do have to put my head down to see where I need to go with this. This is hard. All right. I don't feel like I got that right. Oh, I got it pretty close. Okay. All right. Let's wipe this down, and then we'll try the other one in black. And now for this, my photopolymers, Memento or my VersaFine, but I don't want it like as dark, so I'm using Memento. All right, let's turn this around, and oh, please, 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 please. I got that one perfect. Oh my God. Amy, you think it's a preference? Yeah, it's got to be. Oh, look, that looks like shading in there. I like it. So that one I got perfect. This one, not quite perfect, but not the end of the world either. All right, now let's put some tires on it and hope I don't wreck it. Putting the tires on. All right, so same thing. I got an eyeball. Plus there's a glare. All right, let's see how that goes. Got them in there. All right, let's hope I don't wreck this one. I think I'm going to like it better this way. All right, although I don't feel like I got that. I landed that perfectly. But I did. Oh my God. So, how lucky is that? Hey, Cynthia. All right, I'm pretty happy with this so far. All right, now this tag I punched out of the Something Fancy dies, and it was the larger, I want to say, the larger size, because I knew this truck would be, take up some room. So actually, let me put the lid on this, and I'm going to punch this truck out. And I'm actually going to cut this in half because I still want to use this one. I don't want the top of that punch to dig into it. Oh, this is really cute. All right. Now, you could fill this truck with balloons, hearts, cats, like whatever fits, whatever they like. I'm going to let mine go. So I'm going to have this tied on like here. And, I kind of like it to the side. Yeah, I'm going to pop that up. But this is too plain. I don't want it just white. So we're going to come back in with the same speckles as the background that I did on the box. Just to tie it in and make this not stark white. All right, I love it. Now the greeting. So we can put any greeting on here that you want, but a nice one would just be like hello or, something for you. Just a note. Let's do hello. I thought I had a little for you in this. You know what? I don't have it with me. That's totally fine. Hello. This is going to work. I'm going to put it right there. Boop. And I'm actually going to stamp it on this scrap of pink and cut it out and pop that up just because I want a little something with more color, like from the white base. All right, do this. Oh, this is so cute. Yeah, so next week, all ideas using this truck. Oh my God, that is so cute. All right, I'm gonna glue this down flat and pop this truck up with my dimensionals. Yeah, as quick as this truck went out of stock initially, and then when it came back and was gone, the punches were gone like in a day or two. I'm very surprised that it hasn't run out of stock yet, because it came back in stock, I think on, was it last Monday or something? I can't remember now. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my God. I'm going to hang it over the greeting just a little bit because I want it more like centered. This is, I can't stand it. All right, let's put some pearls on here, and then we're going to tie it up in our tag. All right, let's do some down here and here. So yeah, I love this size box because you get a top and a bottom out of one sheet of paper, and it's easy enough. All right. All right, let's do big one, little one. Yeah, these iridescent pearls really show up nicely against whatever paper you're using. Oh, I love it. But rhinestones or iridescent rhinestones would work. Whatever you had. All right, let's do this. So imagine we put something in here, some little treats. And this is how I usually tie my tags on. All right, so I tie one knot, or one like that, and hold this down, and I want to fish this end through my tag. Still hold it down and do another knot. If I don't do this, I would attach with some baker's twine, but I really like this because it's on there. All right, and then let's flip it upside down and tie some bows. And then it's just a matter of getting that to be the bow size we want. I like it. And then I'll angle cut these. Cute. So this, I can drag it like that, so it'll kind of like hang off nicer. And let's scooch it around. So when I actually go to use this, I will slide this ribbon off and then, you know, put stuff in here and then carefully put it back on. But I love that. You know what? Let's give a little wink of Stella to this window, just so we know that that is there. I love it. All right, let me put this away. So that is those are our workshop projects. Let's bring these back in. We've got our box. We've got our faux step card. We've got our pink trees. I love how that turned out. Melon Mambo. Gail, you love the box? Awesome. Yeah, I love boxes too. I got to make more because they're like my favorite. Then I've got this watercolored pink business. So yeah, I hope you like all these. Oh, one more thing. And then I'm almost going to let you go. So remember we made this, our little clothespin last week out of our leaves. Hello, I made a different one with Ladybug. It is the same exact leaf. It's just in a different color. And then I used Ladybug Punch and some of my very last coveted black matte dots. But same thing. I put a little mini paper clip on it. Or clothespin, rather. So they're not my favorite. You're funny. Oh, you mean boxes are not your favorite? Yeah, I love making them. And then when I was making the list of projects I wanted to make, I was like, you know, I haven't made a box in a long time. And I love it. So again, ladies, this code's good through the end of through the 30th, October 30th. And then next week, I'm going to do more trucking along, and I'm working on my email because there's a lot more things going on with Stampin' Up as far as specials. Like I only talked about the new sign up special, like if you wanted to get some free stuff for all, but there's other things. So email to be posted in the next, let's say by Saturday. All right. I'm going to be busy Saturday. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you next week. And that's it. Good night. Bye.